Let me take a look at these. Let me take a look at these names.
Yo, Liam, Desire for All That Is Lost. It's the other Heartless boss music.
Ooh. I mean, this was one of the best Heartless boss fights as well.
Yeah, it was the I think it's called Darkthorn or something. I don't remember. The thing like possesses the chandelier and then becomes the big demon thing. It looks like the Hunter of the Dark. Really good boss.
So cool.
Based solely off the names, because a lot of these some of these I know. Like obviously I know what Halloweentown is. I know what Agrabah is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know them in theory. Like, I haven't played the game, but, like, I know what Halloweentown is. Based solely off of names, I'm gonna put Space Paranoids at the bottom.
That's also quite fair.
Yeah, I can...
It's lower on the list for me.
I haven't actually done the list, so I can't say anything definitively, but I think it's gonna end up fairly low for me. So Space Paranoids, that's, the Tron world, by the way. It's Tron.
Okay, that makes sense. I couldn't figure out what series that would have been.
I think Space Paranoids has some of the worst music.
I can't, you know what? I can't really dispute that because I'm trying to think of the music in Space Paranoids. I just played KH2 like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I can't like conjure it in my head. So you might be right.
It has some of the worst music. It just like the battle music and sort of the music that plays when you're like in like the half a cut scenes when the speech bubbles come up instead of voice acting. Oh, just there's so much about that world. It annoys me.
All right, well, you're not talking about it yet because you put Beast Castle lore, so you can talk about it when you get to it on your list. By the way, I can't look at chat right now, Lauren, so I'm counting on you if anyone brings up something I need to know to tell me.
Okay.
Because I can't look at the Discord.
Anything in like 3 minutes.
I can't look at the Discord thing of the worlds and also have chat open at the same time. Also, I'm still playing Melody of Memory in the background.
Yeah. You know. We're teaching you how to multitask today. Can somebody put something in chat? Because mine might not be updating.
My chat gets silent sometimes. It happens. But I mean, it says 40 people are watching. I guess they just don't want to talk.
They just don't want to talk to us. That's fair.
I don't blame them. I don't want to talk to me either.
I wouldn't want to talk to us either. Alright.
Oh, nailed it. That was good. I have a 192 chain, Liam. Are you proud of me?
You're doing good stuff.
Hey, Chaos? Someone in chat said that you're awful.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for Liam that since I got to the end of the song, I was able to look at Streamlabs and see that message. Where he tell Chaos he is awful, but don't say it was me. From Liam.
Thank you for trying, Lauren. You are the best of us.
I am. You're right.
You are.
Yeah, he is right. Anyways, okay, so Space Paranoids from Lauren, and then Beast Castle from me and Liam. I said Beast Castle first to start that, right? So Liam, tell me your second worst next up on the list.
Oh, second worst gets difficult, but I'm gonna probably go for, if we're just going world design and like the way you maneuver around the world, I think I'm gonna go for Port Royale.
Ooh. That one hurts a little bit. I love Port Royal. Also, there's no E at the end of it, so it's not Royale.
Not Royale, you're right. I'm not a big fan of Port Royal. I don't like there's just something about it that just doesn't quite sit right with me.
But what about KH3 Port Royal?
Port Royal in KH3 is much better.
It's like the best world in KH3.
Yeah, in KH3 it's so much better. In KH2, there's just something about it. Like, the town is fine. The islands feel terrible.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
The islands just feel like a corridor when I know it's so much bigger, but I'm told I'm not allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah, I can feel that. My second worst is, actually, I don't know if this would be controversial to you or not, Liam, but my second worst is probably going to be Agrabah.
No, Agrabah is also not great. That was probably going to be my next one.
Okay, cool. I thought you were about to say, when you started talking about movement around the world, I thought you were going to say Agrabah. But, like, the main reason I have Agrabah this low is because I hate the magic carpet portion where you have to fly around.
Yeah, that was mine as well. The magic portion. In fact, no, that's fair. The magic portion is awful. And
yeah, also, I just, like, I don't know. I feel like the Cave of Wonders is just, it's so weird. I think it's less annoying than Cave of Wonders is in KH1 overall with the constant, like, falling and having to come back up stuff. But also, just, like, they have so many random little, like, Abu mini-games that are pointless and annoying, and then it just feels so... The KH1 Cave of Wonders, even though it was more annoying to maneuver around, just felt so much more correct as an area. Like, it's just a straight shot in KH2. It's so weird.
Yeah, and it's, even though it's not part of our tier list, fighting Genie Jafar on the magic carpet is awful.
Yeah, it kind of blows.
It's just,
it is not one of the better boss fights. Lauren, what's your second? So your first one was Space Paranoids. What's your second worst?
If I'm still basing it only off of the names, The World That Never Was.
Oh, this woman!
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
I don't know. I'm basing it only off of the names.
You'll get to see images of The World That Never Was in Melody of Memory before too long. I think you'll really like the aesthetic. This is the risk we run by asking her to do this with no knowledge, Liam.
Yeah, that was a real hard one you went for there.
I find it confusing though that you see a name as awesome as The World That Never Was and put it low.
It is a good name. I just can't get a lot from it, you know?
I think I'll make sure to tell you to look at stream when I get to it. It's a really nice area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now Lauren gets to go again because now she gets to start third up from bottom. So you got to hit us with another one, Lauren.
See, someone in chat made a good point. In her defense, how can she like a place that never existed? Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you.
Stop.
Defend me.
Stop. I missed one glide target and it cost me an extra star. That's unfortunate.
Let's see. I'll go with Agrabah next because I know that you both don't like that and I won't be booed this time.
Agrabah has done very poorly in Cage 2. It's actually like, honestly, in terms of like, as the only reason I put Agrabah above, I might even say that like in terms of actual like gameplay and maneuverability, Agrabah is the worst in Cage 2. But I put Beast Castle lower because Beast Castle is more boring looking.
Were you gonna do worse because I said that?
And I think I compare Agrabah to Agrabah in Kingdom Hearts 1 where it's so good.
It's a lot better in 1, even if it is frustrating at times.
It's one of the more frustrating ones, but design-wise, it just actually feels like Agrabah.
Like, yeah, Cage 1 Agrabah is actually where, like, there are plenty of frustrating areas in Cage 1 just because of lack of directioning whatsoever and everything, and, like, how Cage 1 had a major problem with, like, hey, you have to go to a random location with very little prior notice to, like, trigger a cutscene.
Yeah, you have to go to this
very
one
annoying. Yeah, Agrabah is one of the only one of those areas that has that sort of issue, but it doesn't feel as annoying as, like, Atlantica. Because when it happens in Agrabah, it's because you made a mistake. Like, you fell down a hole in Cave of Wonders, right? Whereas in Tarzan's world and, what's the other one? Tarzan's world, and in, like, Atlantica, you get lost, and it's not your fault, and there's just nothing to do. Like, how do I get out of this?
Can't tell you how long I wandered around Tarzan World for figuring out where the goddamn gorillas were, and I realized they were in the trees above the hippos.
Yeah. Just you have to go to 7 like specific locations just to find a gorilla.
Yeah, it's terrible. So Agrabah was Lauren's third.
I think it's gonna be yours too, isn't it?
I had Agrabah. Agrabah was my second. My
No. You didn't have Agrabah. I had Agrabah.
Yeah. Agrabah was my third. Yeah.
Yeah, what was your second was
Port Royal.
Port Royal, yeah. My third, you're gonna have to give me a second to get to like out of this song so that I can look at the list.
That's fair. I will continue to say nice things to Lauren.
No, you won't.
Are you gonna divorce me because I said that about The World That Never Was?
I like the way that you say that, where it's, like where people say like you should wife her and then you're just like divorced. Like, it's got the same energy.
But are you?
No, I'm not going to divorce you over that. We're just going to have a stir talking later on.
Okay. Great.
Oh, man.
You're getting a stern talking to later.
You're gonna get in a call with him, and he's gonna like screen share, and he's gonna have a PowerPoint with a bunch of like screenshots of The World That Never Was, explaining to you why it's one of the best KH2 worlds.
I'm gonna take on a like tour of it.
You're gonna like load up VR chat and someone's like, you're gonna load up Minecraft and someone's remade The World That Never Was in Minecraft and you're gonna walk her through it step by step. This is where Luxord died. This is where I killed Zigbar.
This is where I turned anti-form and got really angry. Even though I secretly like it.
Anti-form is really cool. It's just unfortunate that it can screw you over so often.
Yeah, but I can't tell you how many
It's
times.
better in KH3 where you can like use it positively but still have the drawbacks. Whereas in KH2, if it happens to you, unless you're fighting a boss that is like bad against aerial combos, you're basically conceding to a game over.
Yeah, I've completed Kingdom Hearts 2 more times than I care to admit, and the amount of times I've been screwed over in organization fights because I turned into an anti-form.
It's no bueno.
It is absolutely like Syax just like beat the crap out of that furry boy.
Did you just call Syax a furry?
No, I said he beat the crap out of the furry boy.
Oh, you called Sora a furry. I was like, how is Syax a furry?
No, Sora's a furry when he's anti-form. He's like a cat boy.
We're not doing this.
Is this the second person you've called a cat boy in this game?
There are a fair few cat boys in this game.
No,
Sora
there are no cat boys in Kingdom
Sora
Hearts.
is just
Stop
a cat
this.
boy.
Stop this. This is false advertising. All right, hold up. So my third from the bottom. So what did I do? I did Beast Castle and then Agrabah. So now my third. Oh, this is rough because like Agrabah and Beast Castle are the two that I like. When someone says which one do you dislike, those are the two I think of. Other than 100 Acre and Atlantica, obviously.
Yeah.
Someone said in KH3 Monsters Inc. Sora definitely has a cat boy.
He's
in
a
this game.
monster child in Cage.
What a cat boy he is in that
Shut
one.
up. Not that one, not that one. Dude,
Sora was originally
I'm upset.
pitched as a
Liam's
tiger
probably
boy
going to be
before
mad at me
settling
because
into
I know he
design.
simps for Mulan, but I think Land of Dragons.
Land of Dragons is really good though.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but like, I don't know. It feels kind of samey to me a lot of the time.
Oh, it's so good.
It doesn't have good music, but like, I like Port Royal more than you do. And I don't know. The only other option would be Space Paranoids, but I like the aesthetic of Space Paranoids. And I also
Space
really
Paranoid.
like the MCP fight.
Spoiler, Space Paranoids is my next one.
I think Space Paranoids is going to be my next one. I'll take the L on Land of Dragons and having that low. That's fine. I'll take the L on that.
Space Paranoids is not good. The light bike is not fun. The enemies in Space Paranoids are annoying. And the music there is terrible. And the actual like design, it's just like, hey, do you like blue? There you go.
But I like the color blue.
It's just, do you like the color blue? Here you go. Here's all the blue we had today.
All right, I'm going to demonetize this YouTube video real quick.
Hell yeah, Halloweentown.
Actually, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. They're only going to have me do the Christmas
gonna be the
music.
Christmas
That's probably,
music.
yeah, this might actually not get me demonetized.
That's what I was going to say. You might get away with it for Christmas music. Someone said it earlier on as well. I appreciate the Oogie Boogie quote. I can't remember I don't know who said it now.
What was
Who
the
said
quote?
it? I think it's Fanto has just been posting random Kingdom Hearts quotes and I recognize them all. He's like, oh, what was it? He's like, it's away you go. And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah. He shouts that when he, like, in the first boss fight when he, like, activates the thing or whatever.
Yeah, instant trigger in my head of knowing exactly where it was.
It was
then
Wildcat.
It's Wildcat. And there's the other one. Get up on the Hydra's back.
Oh, that's the classic.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
Oh, it's so good. All right, so wait a minute. So your fourth from the bottom is Space Paranoids. I'm gonna agree with that and have my fourth from the bottom. So my one after Land of Dragons will be Space Paranoids. I like the aesthetic a bit more than you. I don't remember the music being overly good, but I don't remember it being overly bad either. But I don't really want to comment on that because I don't remember it well enough.
I might be
I do.
a little bit wrong because no one else has said that the music was bad, but I feel like the music in it was terrible.
I think the music in it was probably just not as good as the rest. But
Probably.
I do really like the aesthetic of the Tron world and how that all goes. Light Cycle was like, I don't know. There are other things in Kingdom Hearts 2 that don't need to be in the game that annoy me more than Light Cycle. So I give it a pass.
Agreed as well, but it
I mean, I'm still putting it. That's like what, my fourth from the bottom. So it's not like I'm actually saying it's one of the better worlds.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Light Cycle. I said it was bad, but it's not objectively bad. It's just not. It just wasn't great.
Kingdom
It wasn't
Hearts
something
2
that...
has a surprising amount of things in it, like after me just playing it again for the first time. It has a surprising amount of like weird little extra mini-game style things that I'm like, They put this here just to make this world last 5 minutes longer. It did not need to be here.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of
like in Halloweentown when you have to shoot the Christmas presents at the lock, stock, and barrel. It's so incredibly stupid. I'm like, couldn't you have just made me like have a Heartless wave battle of like 8 Heartless in here or something, or like give me like make me fight a total of like 50 Heartless in this room instead of having to put lock, stock, and barrel in. Gifts.
Or just fight lock, stock, and barrel again, like you did in Kingdom Hearts 1. You clearly have no problem beating children. They've already done it.
Yeah, it's fine because they're also children. All right, so we both say Space Paranoids. So now this is 4th from the bottom, right?
Yeah, Lauren needs to give us her.
Yeah, Lauren's 4th from the bottom.
All right, let's look.
Liam, can you really quickly count and like put in chat like just the amount of numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to however many worlds there are, so I know exactly what number we're on?
Yeah.
Because when I do these lists, we normally have them numbered, so we can always, when me, RTK, and Slyro do them, we can be like, all right, Slyro, what's your number 6? You know what I mean?
There's 12. If there's 12 if we're doing Disney Castle and Timeless River as 1.
All right, cool. So this is Lauren's 9th?
12, 11, 9. 12, 11, 10,
Yeah,
9,
12,
so
11,
yes.
9. That's how I count backwards, too.
They didn't teach you how to read or to count, did they?
little thing in Britain, we don't have 10. Don't agree with it, just got rid of it.
We just removed it from the ecosystem. I just unlocked the world that never was, by the way. Oh, dude, there's the Xemnas boss fight for KH2.
Hell yeah.
Lauren, do you want me to do Timeless River, which is just old school Disney, or do you want me to do Pride Lands? Actually, wait a minute, there's a boss fight one I have to do before then. Oh, Rowdy Rumble. Okay. I didn't realize this track hadn't come up yet. But after this, I do Pride Lands or Timeless River. Lauren, your pick.
Pride Lands.
Pride Lands, alright. For the sake of 13, you should split up Disney Castle and Timeless River to make it 13. That would just result in Disney Town being in 13th place, though. Or Disney Castle.
Yes, Disney Castle would be the worst one.
Yeah, because there's just nothing to it. It's literally like, it's the little foil, it's the corridor, the throne room, and then like the place where the Gummi Ship is, and then that little spot with foliage is kind of neat, but that's literally it.
It would be the worst. There's like 5 rooms and 2 of them don't spawn enemies.
It's like 5 rooms and 2 of them are long hallways. Oh, this is a good track too. Kingdom Hearts really does have amazing music.
Oh yeah. Where are you going for, Lauren?
I don't want to get yelled at again.
Well,
you have some that you haven't said that we've said, so you could cop out if you really wanted to.
If you don't get yelled at now, it will happen for something else at some point anyway. So you can't live in fear of being yelled at. It will happen.
All right, Port Royal.
That's fine. I'm probably gonna say fair. Port Royal here in a second.
Okay, well, it is you next because I just went first on this one. So
is this my 9?
This is your 8.
Okay, we just finished 9. Yeah, so I've said 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll throw Port Royal here, I think. I'm trying. What have I said?
You've had Beast Castle, Agrabah.
Then Land of Dragons, then Space Paranoids.
Yes, and now you've said Port Royal.
Wait a minute, I need to be able to look at the thing real quick. I'm pretty sure Port Royal is my next one though, but I gotta like... I'm clicking a bunch of buttons really fast right now.
Oh, Wildcats has an interesting thing. For one of the songs in Pride Land, switch back to the original trio to see if they're in their animal forms or not.
There's no way.
Well, I don't think they will be because they weren't in their fish forms for Atlantica.
Yeah, there's no way they did that.
Yeah, they weren't fishy for Atlantica. Interesting, Lauren. When they're in the Atlantica world, the Little Mermaid world, Sora is a cat boy.
No, he's not! No, he becomes a merman.
They put a cat boy underwater.
Yeah, oh, dude, look up Donald Atlantica right now, Lauren.
Oh, yeah.
It's the most cursed thing you'll ever see.
Yeah, just type in Donald Atlantica, it'll come up.
I hate this. He's a duck. They didn't have to change anything. Ducks already swim.
He's a duck with the octopus butt, though.
He's a duck. He didn't have to change anything.
He's already he can already swim. I have so many tabs open.
I got another trophy. Now. Let's go. Okay, wait a minute. Let me double check here.